Some of you probably know that the nickname for the Army's single action revolver that Colt made was called the Peacemaker. And I bring that up because I had a conversation with a police officer yesterday, quite a long conversation, where he made me think of something that I had not considered. Now, I've talked about peace. I deployed twice to Iraq with a battalion whose motto focused on making peace. I've talked about the need for police officers to be peacekeepers primarily. But I forget sometimes that when I'm recording these videos, because there's nobody to interact with, it's difficult sometimes for everybody to understand exactly what I'm talking about. And so I would try to convey this message to the people that we would come into contact with in Iraq. And of course, we were doing it through an interpreter, which was difficult at times. But essentially, I would explain to them that if I showed up with my Marines, we were there to either keep the peace or make the peace. But it was their choice. And that really is the ultimate goal here in Washington Parish. We're going to make this place a more peaceful parish to live in. And we're going to put deputies in a position where they use their authority and their discretion to solve problems at the lowest level, while all the responsibility is held with the sheriff. Now, the way that that's going to happen is a lot of different ways, a lot of different methods that I don't have time to go into today because I wasn't planning on speaking about this today. What I was really going to talk about is the small gatherings that we've been having at people's houses over the last month and a half. And it's really been great, 20 to 30 people for a time of fellowship. It's kind of a slower conversation. We have the ability to have discussions and answer questions in a more social setting. And we can really get to have people understand what the vision for the parish is going to be over the next 4 years. And so we've got an opportunity. We've got one coming up where the host was actually gracious enough to offer a public invitation. You can find it on Facebook, so reach out to her if you're interested in attending or if you're interested in hosting one yourself. But time is getting short. We've got 2 weeks essentially until early voting starts and just under a month now before the election. And so if you want to have a conversation, if you want to have a gathering where a lot of different people can come out and meet me and talk about some of the things that are going to be important to the parish, now's the time to do it. Again, I really appreciate all the support we're getting out there. I've enjoyed talking to everybody and finding out your concerns. And just keep your questions coming and your comments coming, and we'll see you out there. Thanks.